Hello, this is Myron Brown, and I'm going to welcome you to the Beyond Limits blog. And the purpose of this blog is to provide you with a lot more detailed information in this setting versus what I'm able to provide you in a 60-minute gathering during the Living Beyond Limits experience. I want to tell you now, I have a lot of fun doing these Living Beyond Limits experience. I mean, they're a lot of fun. Many of you guys that come, you're energetic, you're just as excited as I am. So many times I miss a lot of the information that I really want to convey, but it is so important to me that you all learn this information, that you get it, so that you can begin to apply it to your life and cause your life to go beyond where you are now into greater heights. Here today in this particular setting, I want to talk about the principle of life, or the life principle. As you know, in the Living Beyond Limits experience, I talk a lot about life being within you, and as within, so without. And that life is not something that comes from the outside of you to you, but rather it's the opposite. Life is something that is within you that comes out of you, and it begins to take shape around you. One of the resources that I use as the basis of this seminar is a book written by Wallace Wattles entitled The Science of Being Great. If you can go to a local bookstore and pick up that book, I'm telling you, you'll find my guidebook of everything that I'm sharing in the Living Beyond Limits experience. Written by Wallace Wattles. Again, a very, very, very good book. I want to read here today some of my notes, some of the things that I share in this live setting that can help you think a little bit more differently about life, think a little bit more differently about yourself, and again, hopefully begin to apply some of these things to your life. So I've got my notes up on the screen, so I'm going to read this to you now. One of the things that Wallace Wattles says in his book, The Science of Being Great, is this, that it is the nature of life to enlarge itself, to extend its boundaries, and to find fuller expression. So what you and I have within ourselves that is known as life, that principle, that force, is designed to constantly seek fuller expression of itself, to go beyond its boundaries. Hence, living beyond limits. You were not created, you were not designed to be a limited, a constricted, a confined, a controlled being. The life that you have within you is constantly looking for ways to extend beyond where it's at. That is financially, that is emotionally, that is domestically, that is as far as your career and your work is concerned. All aspects of you, something within you is constantly pushing you to go beyond where you are. And that's the part that I'm so adamant about in the experience, that you're going to have to really start obeying. You've got to obey those urges to do more, to be more, and to have more. Second thing that Wallace Wattles says in his book, he says that every living thing must continually seek for the enlargement of itself. Every living thing must continually seek for the enlargement, for the increase of itself. And so therefore, that is another thing that you want to do. How can I enlarge myself? How can I enlarge my thinking? How can I enlarge my associations? Everything about you should constantly be going from one level to the next level, from one grade to the next grade, because again, that is the way that your life and my life was designed to be. I see here another sentence by Wallace Wattles, and he says that the desire for anything, and you have desires and I have desires, but he says that the desire for anything is simply the capacity for a larger life seeking expression through you. So when I desire something, that is simply the capacity for a larger life seeking expression through me. So when I have a desire, when you have a desire for something, we have to pay attention to that, because that is simply the desire for a larger capacity seeking expression. I'm saying that today to say this. You don't want to get into the position or into the habit where you choke your desires. Well, I can't have that. I can't afford that. I can't go there. I can't work there. I don't have the education to work there. If you have the desire to be, have, or do anything, you got to realize it's not you. It is the capacity for a larger life seeking fulfillment through you. And the best thing I always do, one thing I want to share with you that you should do, is yield to it. Say, you know what, why not? Why not have a better car? Why not get into a better relationship? Why not increase my energy? Why not improve my health? Why not grow my hair longer? Why not get more muscles? Why not move into a better neighborhood? I mean, whatever your desires are, I'm going to tell you today, those desires are okay. Those desires, literally, you guys, are signposts pointing you in a direction that your life can go, as far as its enlargement and as far as its advancement. I'm going to read two more here. It is the natural and the inherent impulse of life to seek more. It is the natural and inherent impulse of life to seek more. Like the heartbeat of life, if life was a person, its heartbeat would be more rather than thump, 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 thump. Life's heartbeat would be more. That is the impulse that's within you. So again, here today, I think all of this that Wallace Wattles is saying and that Myron Brown is saying to you today is that it's okay for you and I to want more. It's okay for you and I to want to be a better person. I've been around some people and they tell you, man, you better not want more. Dude, you better stop tripping. And it's not a trip. It's nothing wrong. There's nothing, you're not violating anything by wanting to improve your life and by wanting to become a better person. So reach forward. I'm sitting outside of my window here in my office, and right outside the window here are trees and shrubs and things like that. And I'm thinking, this maple tree, this oak tree does not have any problem with reaching beyond where it's at to its highest limits. I mean, those branches on each one of those limbs is constantly reaching to be and to express more because of the life that is in it. And you also have life on the inside of you. So I want to encourage you today, reach for more. I want to encourage you today to begin to write down all the things that you desire. Take a piece of paper, write down, I desire a better home. I desire to live to the age of 102. I desire to lose 50 pounds. I desire to go back to school and get my education. Whatever your desires are, go for them. And I want to say this in concluding this today. Don't just go for the things that you know you can accomplish. Go for the things that you know within yourself you can't do it, and create room for God, for the universal force to help you make those things come to pass. I heard someone say one time that if your goal doesn't scare you, and it's not really a goal. So don't just go for things that are within your grasp. Go for things that are far outside of your grasp and allow God to help you to create all it is that your heart desires. Okay? Thank you for tuning in here today. If you need to watch this again and get these principles and these words down on the inside of you, I want to encourage you to do so. I believe in you, and hey, I'm here today to bring out the best in you. We'll see you again next time.